Konnichiwa, Rogori Tachi here with a special video looking at the Boa Hancock talking alarm clock. Now this is obviously a pretty awesome clock from One Piece that I was a very happy person when I actually managed to pick this up, because it's not entirely cheap, but it's definitely worth it, as we will be going through and I will show you a little bit more about it. Now if you have only just picked up your One Piece alarm clock and you are completely bemused by the instructions, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So yeah, these are the instructions. As you can see, even if I do a little zoom in here, they are all in Japanese. Now you can get, as you can see up here, Boa Hancock, and you can get Ace, and you can get Chopper, and you can also get Luffy as well. So there's the Luffy alarm clock. That's the best pictures I can show you. But yeah, you get all this in Japanese. So if you are looking at this and thinking, oh my word, how would I even think about setting it on everything, fear not, because that's what I'm going to show you. So there we are, that is the box. Let's have a look at the clock itself. So here is the clock itself. Of course, I should have mentioned it's a 3D talking alarm clock. Of course, you probably gathered that from the box. And as you can see, they've done a really good job on the paint and the sculpt of the bust here of Boa Hancock. Very nice indeed. I love the expression on her face as well. Not too cutesy, just a little bit sort of like she means business. So she's definitely going to kick you out of bed if you don't get up. So obviously, if you are still thinking about those instructions and you're thinking, oh, how did you manage to set the clock? It's actually quite easy. So as you can see down here, this is where we have all our information. I'm sorry, I'll get this up here, so you might be able to see that. So let's sort of get that in the light. This here obviously is your time. Up here is your alarm. Here's your sort of seconds that are passing. Down here is your date, and here is your alarm. So very easy to understand on that aspect. And obviously, if you are wondering if this is an official Toei product as well, me too, I was wondering that when I first got the clock. Here is our Toei sticker underneath. So I was surprised that it's actually underneath the clock, but it is an official product. Now onto the back of the clock. Now as you can see here, we have these two buttons here, this little button here, and these three buttons, and of course this big one at the top here. Very simple to work with. These are your plus and your minus. So when you are going up on the number from 2 to 3, you want to be pressing this one. If you're going down, then obviously you want to be pressing this one. So just again, plus and minus, quite easy to remember. This is your reset. So if you hit that, you're going to reset the whole clock. This here, if you hold it in, is to set your time and date. So that's very simple. All you got to do is hold that in for a few seconds. The front of the clock will start flashing, and you'll see the time on there, and you'll be able to adjust it using these. Once you're happy with what you've already set, you press it again, move on to the next one, again use these, and press that again, and it just goes through, and that way you set your time and the date. This one is to set your alarm. So again, same kind of premise. You hold this one in for a few seconds, the alarm starts to flash, you then choose the time you want to set it, and you're done. Now, what I will say to you, if I just bring this back here around, is that you can see just up here, we have kanji, and we also have kanji down here. Now, make sure that you actually get both of these to match, because that means the time of day. So that is technically your AM and PM. So as long as you get those to match, so this is at the moment at PM, that one is at AM. So I wake up at 8:30 in the morning. But if you have it on the wrong thing, then obviously you would get up at 8:30 in the evening. So just make sure your kanji matches. Again, just cycle through the numbers until they match, and you'll be fine. So that is that. Now onto these buttons here. With this one here, you set that to on, and that is your alarm. So as we've already discussed around here, we have up the top here, here is your alarm here. If I just put my finger underneath it, you can see that tells you your alarm is on. Again, there's my alarm time there. So that way, as soon as that's on and you leave the clock, the alarm will go off. If you turn it off, you can put her into a mode where whatever walks past, because there's a sensor down here, will activate her speech. So if I click that off like that, there we are, we have a bit of speech if I wave my hand in front. So as you can see, if I wave my hand again, she's not picking it up. You can pick her up and usually she'll say something. So yeah, anything that sort of goes past that sensor, I say that, there we go. She does say other stuff as well. So we'll do a little demonstration on that. So that's pretty much what she says, but also if you pick her up, sometimes she actually sort of shouts at you if you actually pick her up. So I press that. So that, I don't know what she's actually saying there, but that is something, maybe sort of rude person or something like that, I don't know. But this one here is your demo button. So if you want to show anyone your clock and how it works, you press that one at the back and you get the music. And she'll say something. Okay, and that is your demo. Now if you want to stop that demo, press the top button and that stops it, and then that's all the demo finished then. So if you want to light as well, you press this and that lights up your display. So all in all, a fantastic clock, and I really don't know actually who made this, to be honest with you. I haven't looked fully through it to find out who made it, but it is a fantastic alarm clock, and I highly recommend picking up obviously a Boa Hancock one if you are a Boa Hancock fan, but like I say, you can get Luffy, Ace and Chopper, and they are really cool alarm clocks. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been informative, and you now know that if you have bought a One Piece 3D alarm clock, now how to use it and how to set it without scratching your head at those Japanese instructions, because believe me, I was. But like I said, very simple to do if you follow that guide. So once again, it just leaves me to say thanks for watching. Sayonara.